I didn't expect Marty to have that vision and be able to catch Wayne coming in off the other wing, and he just made me look goofy.
Remember this goal?
Robitaille coming in with Gretzky trailing. Gretzky gets the puck on the right to McSorley. Centered it to Gretzky. Scores! Wayne Gretzky! There it is! Number 802.
Well, Kirk McLean does.
And they'll say who was the goaltender who was in, but he had no chance.
And he talks about it in this episode of I Was in Net 4. There are two types of records that we're used to seeing in the NHL. There are the ones that just kind of happen out of the blue. I mean, no one expected Daryl Sittler to score 10 points in a game.
Daryl Sittler has 10 points. That's a new record. As long as he lives, he'll remember this evening.
But then there are the ones that have a little bit of build-up. The hockey world was watching Wayne Gretzky's every move in March of 1994 as he got closer to breaking Gordie Howe's record of 801 career goals. And that included Vancouver goaltender Kirk McLean.
I mean, there was a bunch of games leading up to it, like you said, and he didn't do it. You're kind of hoping it's going to happen against somebody else. But, if it was going to happen, why not be a part of history?
Now, Gretzky tied the record the game before against the Sharks, and now he was at home looking to break it against the Canucks. And the who's who showed up to possibly see history. And that was something that wasn't lost on the Canucks or McLean.
In between shifts, you're looking around. For sure you are. I mean, we always knew where each person was going to be. Like Sly always used to be down in the visiting end, so LA's home end, right against the glass. As a goaltender, you can go for a little skate and you can go over and have a little look-see what was going on over there. But, guys are aware. For sure they're aware.
Now, those celebrities and all the fans in attendance and those watching on TV didn't need to wait long. Second period, and they got what they wanted.
And yeah, here comes Marty down the wing, and he freezes me, and I basically follow him out of my crease. He draws me out of the crease and then throws it back across to Wayne, who was coming in from the left side.
Oh, wonderful passing. Marty McSorley, his buddy, making the great pass over to Gretzky. That was no fluke.
Other than Gerald Didick, who was caught stuck in the middle of the crease, sucked everybody out. I always mentioned to Gerald, and said, Gerald, you have to make that save. That was an important part of the game.
Gerald Didick. Yeah, take a look. Could have bailed McLean out, and he's still hearing about it 26 years later.
I could say he didn't really shoot the puck on me. He shot it on the open net. The closest guy was Gerald, so I think he should be in the record book.
The main focus for me was not necessarily letting that happen, but winning the game, which we did. And sometimes I rib him. I say, listen, Wayne, you got a little selfish there, stopping the game and having this big production.
You heard that correctly. They stopped the game in the second period for a ceremony. And we're not talking about a quick puck presentation, couple of handshakes, maybe a salute to the crowd type ceremony. We're talking about a full red carpet, bring out the friends and family, Gary Bettman getting booed presentation that would last 15 minutes and 40 seconds.
At the end of the day, he was amazing. He skated past the bench after everything was over, and he thanked everybody for what went on. And, it was a big moment, without a doubt. And, if it was going to happen, it got me into the Hockey Hall of Fame, that's for sure.
Kirk McLean, one piece of the history book.
Being a part of a Hall of Fame, probably a record that's never going to be broken. It's going to be very tough, but it's nice to be in that trivia question and part of history.
And Kirk McLean's going to be in the record books too, Jimmy. Unfortunately, he'll be on the highlight film. I don't know, they might not be able to find him though. He wasn't in the goal crease.
And what about number 99 himself? Ever talk to Wayne about the goal?
He always says, that's not the greatest goal I ever scored on you. And this is true. The greatest goal that he scored on me, goes, is the one I batted out of the air from the top of the face-off circle. That's what he says. He goes, that was the one goal that I loved because it totally surprised me. And he batted it out of midair from probably the hash marks. The one he scored on me for the 802, it was a tap-in.
But no matter how many years go by, goalies are always going to second-guess themselves.
I just knew it went in, and I was just like, oh, you think, well, what could I have done? Could I have just held off a little bit, maybe not played Marty the way I did? And yeah, there's always that second thought. But at the end of the day, I think I probably would have done the same thing. It's just that Marty made a great play. Hats off to Marty, and and him being part of history as well.